we have to have multiple confirmations. Yeah. So let me minimize this. So if you, I think it was around here where you wanted to go short, you have to have some confirmation. So, and the first thing that I noticed immediately was this thing here. I'm going to mark it for you. Like, I tend to only grab the bodies, yeah? So I don't grab just only the bodies. And then also don't look at this and say it touched the half. It's nonsense. That is what IST tries to convince you of. So this is the first thing that I'm seeing. If you want to go short here, it's going to be very low probability because this is on the 4-hour chart. It's not just going to ram through here. It's not going to do that. And Rafal can be a witness. I've explained this many times to him. It's not going to happen. Price is not just going to bam going through these candles unless there is an FP or a red folder, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, on the 4-hour chart, obviously we have a price of 5,809, I think, on that the last candle wick. So yeah, so using that kind of, we would expect it to retrace back into the 4-hour candle to like 5,800 and something.
Yeah. So yeah, you can think like that. That could be a thing. Yeah, but what we're doing here is when we are seeing this, we are gonna look for a long. That's what we are doing here. And so we are not gonna say, bam, I'm gonna trade this move. Rafal said it beautifully. I also want to have this move, but I don't know how many people are in this call, but I think everyone here in this call can acknowledge this. You know, the price comes here, then here, then here, and then suddenly it goes down. It's very frustrating. We just want to capitalize on these things. You know, we see this here. Okay, it is higher probability that it's not just going to ram through this. And not to forget, we also have this here. You see this? Everything here. So it's not going to bam going through here and then done. Let's say the price is now going to go down. It would not be relevant for what we are doing, because look how much this is. See this small yellow area here is this big area here on the 15-second charts. Now look.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is a dream, but let's say we can look in the future and we know the price is gonna go along here. If you look at the price here, so it's at 5 or let's say 809. Look how much this is, you know. And this is what I'm trying to emphasize. This is already a lot. We don't care about this from going from here to here. Yeah. So this is the first thing I would tell you. But you did a second trade. You did a second trade. What was the second?
Yeah. So and then I took so I was still trading very short term. So I actually took a short position at 235, and then closed it out with a 6 or 7 point win on that one. So that was from 5.816 to 5.823.
Okay.
So that was a very short term kind of scalp that I did.
Yeah.
And then I realized it was not really moving past the 5.814 sort of price. It was really finding resistance there. So I actually went long at 5.814 because I found it wasn't actually pushing through that price because I was expecting it to. It didn't. Yeah. So then I went long. I made a mistake of moving my stop loss too far close to the edge, and I got stopped out negative. But if I would have held that, that would have blasted past, and I would have closed out at 5.827. So.
Yeah. So when you talk about these price points, what's the logic behind this, that you're using these price levels?
So the logic behind the long position is that there was a lot of resistance at 5.814. And I realized price wasn't getting through that.
Yeah. Okay.
It was finding lots of resistance there on the day. It bounced off it multiple times. I think we got how many candles?
Can I say something? Sorry for interrupting.
Of course. Yeah, go ahead.
Like, could you show last 4-hour candle? Like, just this last one.
This one.
Yeah, like if you could just, and if you could print a red integral on that. I just want to tell you something. What helped me as well. Like this last one, not this one,
This
but
one.
this before one.
This one.
Not actual. Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Okay.
So, quick question. For me, at least, that's what opened my eyes. What's the percentage of going higher above this candle or below this candle?
Are you asking me or Timmy?
Like Timmy, yeah, Timmy. If I know you know the answer. What's the probabilities, Timmy? If price will go higher.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's got a lower probability of crashing through that last candle because
How
we're already.
But how do you know?
I don't. But
But I'm asking you about probabilities. I want to open your eyes. Just don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I want to explain you something. What's the probabilities? What's the
So
probability if price break the high or the low of the last candle? What's the probabilities?
I mean, I don't know what price is going to do. Really, it's a 50-50, really.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's all what you need to know. 50-50 where price will go. It will go higher or lower. You don't need any extra consequence. Just seriously. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound as smart as I know it might sound like that, but I'm trying to help as much as I can. It's opening eyes. If you will start to think about like last candle is 50-50 chance, no matter where you go, if you will go high or lower. Yes,
yeah, that's right.
Price, like our experts showed, like there's consolidation stages where price tends to go from from the consolidation to up or down, but basically it's 50-50. Last candle will be broken high or low.
Yeah,
it's all about probabilities. You just have to accept the fact, like focusing on the left side of the chart, focusing on the sell side on the parabolic gap or the sell or anything else, or like seeing price going lower and you think, yeah, price will go higher. It's all about probabilities, not about certainty. It will give you probability if you'll change your thinking about the charts, if you'll change your perspective on the chart, and most important, the table which I showed you. If you will focus on this table, I'm pretty sure only this is the way when.
If I may, I want to make a remark on this because I agree with Rafael that we're thinking in probability. Yeah? This is also some of my core teachings. But if we want to increase it to 60 or 70 or to 80, we have to look at different confluences. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that I gave you was this. I don't know if you're still looking, but you have to sometimes zoom out.
Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah. And when I'm showing this, I'm not saying it's gonna respect this, but then you can write down, hey, I wanna do an entry. And then you're gonna say this in your head. Maybe you wanna write it down. It doesn't matter. You're gonna say, okay, wait a minute, I'm seeing this here. Maybe you could argue, well, the price has been going down for a long time, you know, and we are seeing this green candle here. I don't know. Let's say we wanted to trade this opening and close. We could say, okay, wait a minute. The previous candle is a green candle, not a black one. So you're just gonna count them, you know, and gonna say, well, wait a minute. So I have this here. I have this candle here. What is the time? So this candle beautifully here, this one here, around the 12 New York time. Oh, then you got obviously gonna say, I'm gonna go for long. If you're gonna go short, then it just means you're not understanding the basics. Yeah, but I agree with you and with Rafael and everything else. It's everything is in essence 50-50, you know. But we wanna increase our probability. But
yeah,
go ahead.
Because I actually ended up taking a long position at 238, realizing that I made a mistake. And then
That's good, huh?
yeah, and then obviously the big candle at 243, but I'd already got stopped out because I moved my. That's one thing. I moved my stop losses a lot. I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah. Well, another thing, I'm just gonna give. If you don't want, you tell me. But I just want to guide you people. But if you're gonna trade 9:30 New York Open, or sorry, New York AM, you're trading the equities. Equities are like going up, then going down, then going up. So maybe you should follow my model. Let's one moment. Is this what you're seeing here? So looking.
Yeah, so I need to write that down and actually study it for a little bit.
Yeah, and
That's
I think
definitely what I will do.
the first thing that you need to do, I already gave you some tips here, and try to implement those tips when the 4-hour candle opens or closes. And then you can develop like Rafal is doing, looking at the 1 hour, and then maybe even go to the 15-minute candles. You know, it's your own journey.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting. Obviously, like you're scalping like small time frames, and you seem to happily enter a trade and close the trade, and then move into another sort of indice like gold, and you're constantly moving around. Like obviously that comes with multiple years, like 20 years of experience. So yeah, absolutely.
I think what I've learned in trading is that I think this is a good question, man. I want to make a few videos, but I need to like make a structure. But I think you make a very good. You're asking something really interesting. Yeah. So, and I was thinking about is how can I put this in a video? Let's have a look at some of these labels that we're now seeing on YouTube, like sell side, and buy side and all this stuff. Yeah. Mid night open. Okay. Look, I can write hundreds of these. The problem with this is this, and please, guys, reflect on this when you're like going to bed. Listen to what I'm saying here. If I'm gonna put all these factors in consideration, I am lowering the probability of my trade. Why? Because now I'm gonna implement this one, I'm gonna implement this and this and this. So let's say these are the only teachings that we know about. Then for us to enter a trade, our trade needs to be consistent of these criterias. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4 is 5. So if you divide 100% into 5, you get 20%. You get 20%. So, but what I am doing, what Rafal is doing, we're saying, no, we're not going to look at this because this is only going to, one, make us crazy, and two, it's going to lower the probability. Because every time we're saying, but wait a minute, I have an NDOG, I have an NWOG, but there's no sell side or there is no buy side.
Yeah.
I should not be trading. So you're decreasing the probability. So when you so when you're saying you're scalping, yeah, I'm gonna scalp because I'm not interested in this bullshit. I don't want to look and make myself crazy and say, wait a minute, am I gonna go long here because there is a gap here? But oh no, let's not go long here because maybe it took a buy side here. Again, this is nonsense.
It's distraction.
It's distraction, man. It's all garbage. Don't look at these things. And what? Look, Rafal, how long have you been trading?
Oh, no, not very long. To be honest, not very long. But like, I get to the trading like 10 years ago, but I focused on trades for like 2 years.
Yeah, but 2 years is a long time because you're investing time in it. But my point is this, Timmy, you're not just gonna learn this. It's just not just gonna click. And again, I'm doing this starting today. I'm doing this for free every time, and I love what you're doing, man. I'm not even here. You guys are opening a call. Yeah, just do this every day and help each other. But if I'm doing these calls, come in here, and join and ask questions, and guys, I want to work with material. Yeah, I just don't want to talk and talk and talk. Show me something. Maybe you recorded something or have a screenshot, so that we can analyze what you did. This is very important. If there is no material to work with, you're not going to learn anything. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm asking from you guys.
That's good. Yeah, because I've been taking screenshots every day now.
Very good.
Really, what I've written down today really is the only real option for me is to find better prices to buy and sell at. I mean, really, that's what it comes down to, isn't it?
Yes, and we don't know what these price levels are. And that's why we're using confluences. I've written this here. Yeah, if you look at number 2, use your own confluences. They can be anything. If you have been listening to Rafal, he's using different confluences. He is using the 1 minute time frame. I'm not trading on the 1 minute time frame. I don't like it. I'm gonna have big stop losses. You see how everyone has their own confluences. So try to look. Try to look. Maybe this is your homework. So you're gonna look around the 4-hour close and open. and you're going to look for confluences. What are your confluences? And then we can talk about and discuss them, and then maybe I can help you, perfect your model. That's
Yeah,
how I
thank
teach.
you. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, the only real things that I've taken away, like from because I've been doing this for about a year and a bit now.
Mm-hmm.
The first year was hell for me with family stuff, and
Yeah.
I couldn't really focus on it. But now I've got more time to actually focus on it, and I'm not one to give up easily. It's something to learn and fight for, I think.
Yeah, I think this is what I'm writing in my Discord when I say, but that was when I did one-on-one mentorship. Is that I think 2 weeks ago there was a guy, and he had a lot of problems, man. He was like in a divorce and stuff. I said, dude, this is not the time. So you have to be like in a good state of mind, man. You're not gonna like.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna like the stuff that I said here on the forum. You're not gonna see this what I'm outlining here or on the ES. You're not gonna see this if you're like constantly thinking about your lawyer just messaging you and saying, "Hey man, yeah, your ex-wife's she's after your boathouse." It's not gonna. This is not gonna work.
Yeah.
So you have to have some. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No. I absolutely agree. I absolutely. You need to be focused. You need to have a clear head, because the market will it will trash you, completely trash you.
And you don't want to be enemies with your own mind. There's a beautiful quote. I don't know it in English, but it goes something in the lines of the people don't have problems. They only create them in their heads. Something along those lines.
Yes.
And this is true.
Yeah.
This is the truth.
Yeah.
Do you have any more questions for now, or things do you want to ask me?
Not right at the moment. I'm going to digest everything that we talked about.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Raphael, if you could post that picture that you have, that would be really cool. And then I'm going to write down everything that we talked about today, with the confluences and the 4-hour candle. Digest it, really.
Yeah.
Digest everything we talked about. And then I think, like what you said was key, really, is that how do we get that 50-50 probability in our favor?
Yes.
Really, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And the market really doesn't care about you. The market will take your money. It doesn't care. So you have to, like you say, risk management. And really, it's having a reason to enter a trade. Like I keep thinking this at the end of the day. I keep thinking, why did I enter a trade at that specific point? And sometimes it's only because I'm bored and I need to stop that.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I think, I've done some good trading in the past and I've been very happy. I've had really good months. And then a week of bad trading will wipe out everything that I've done before. And then obviously you get into like a downward spiral of the market, and then I'll put it away for a little bit and not think about it. But really, like this year, I've really wanted to turn a page on it and, and not revenge trade. And I think I get chopped up a lot in like when it's consolidating, like in a very small, tight price range. I need to stop that from happening.
I think I've explained this in a video. I always give this drawing. So when I teach, I always make wait. Where is that thing here? So the price can only do three things. So let's say if you go long, and you can apply these three things also for a short. But the price is always doing something. So the price shoots away, and then you might want to go for a retracement or just enter, and it goes up. The second thing is it's going to consolidate and do this, and then stop you out.
Yeah, I've had that. That's most of my losses are from that.
Yeah. So and the third thing is the price doing this, and then you get wrecked. If this is happening, it means you have no understanding of the markets. If this is happening, you might be on the good, And if this is happening, you know what you're doing. But this often happens. Sometimes the market like F's you over by consolidating the price, and then suddenly it goes up. But if this is happening, don't let go of the model. That's what I'm saying. It's just
Yeah. So
I say something? Sorry for interrupting, but it's important. It opened my eyes as well. You are saying, like, I heard once quote. I don't know who said that, who mentioned that. I don't know if it was someone stoic trader. Could you lead the printing? Sorry. Could you turn them back?
Yeah.
You are saying price is doing three things, but I will simplify it for you even better. TV. I will simplify it at least I simplified it for myself. Like over here, we got three printings, but to be honest, what price did first? It expand higher, then it consolidate, and then it expand lower. So price is doing only two things: ranging or expanding. That's all.
Yeah.
It's expanding and ranging. That's two things what price is doing. Like for me at least, because direction doesn't matter if it's go higher or lower. It doesn't matter. But it expand higher or lower, or it consolidate. To those two things, it's my point of view. I'm sharing. I'm not saying it's you have to take it, because as I said, I don't want to sound a smartass or something like that. I want to show you what helped me.
You're just sharing. I think it's good that we're sharing. That's the whole point of these meetings.
Yeah.
I think one thing, I used to trade tick charts, and I used to trade basically, like, for every candle there'd be like 1,000 ticks, essentially. But now I've started back on charts that are timed after watching what you do, and what I've noticed is that you can see how prices accelerated away on a candle close. So if the price is traveling away from a direction or a price, the bigger the candle, the more the acceleration is away from that price. And that's one thing that I've recently kind of started looking at.
Yeah, I think what's important for everyone in this call, go with the facts. Don't go with conspiracies. I see saying in institutional order. I don't know. What the fuck is that, man?
Oh, I
Are
don't
you
know.
saying now these institutions, who are they? Where do they live? Are they now
Yeah.
creating liquidity and then one move down and then the price going up? Stop with this nonsense, guys. I swear, man, when I see these videos, I just want to vomit. Look at the facts. What we're doing here in Discord is the closest to what trading really is. Why? Because we're just looking, and we're not, oh, what is my stomach saying? I mean, it is still happening, because you're obviously saying I'm struggling, but we want to look at the facts. What are the facts? Well, we know there is an open and close. Okay, what does the open and close do? Well, often it creates a small wick and then goes the other way. How can I participate? Maybe there are confluences that I can use. But we're not looking at patterns. We haven't even used the word in this session, patterns, because there are no patterns. This is all stuff that people make up. But again, I don't want to make it too emotional.
No, I agree. I traded patterns and then realized they just don't work, and stopped that straight away.
Yeah.
I even wrote a little script to test what patterns would work on TradingView, and I couldn't get any correlation to any patterns.
Yeah.
Like up candles, down candles, nothing. Basically, I tried multiple methods. So I came into the game thinking, "Oh, this is going to be easy. I'm going to crack this straight." Nope, it's not easy.
And I think I deleted it, but when I wrote down NWOG, and when you're doing this in your mind, it's only going to complicate the criteria. This word, never forget this, guys. We are looking at criteria. So we're saying, if this happens, then this. So, for example, what we did here on the S&P, we said, hey, wait a minute, there's something here. It's not just going to go ram through this. Maybe it's going to go long. So we're looking for criterias. And if you understand this in your head, criterias, probability, risk management, I deleted it, but risk management is number one. I respect Rafael, giving this in Discord.
Yeah, that's right. But without an account, you can't trade.
Yeah, you need this, because in the trade station, I don't use this, but when I was trading with my real account, I would use Quant Tower, and in Quant Tower you can just drag the mouse up and down, and you can then calculate. So I always tell people, when you go with a broker, always install Quant Tower. I love this feature, but this is also a method, having this on your desk, so you can instantly know how much you're going to lose or win.
Yeah, definitely. You just have to this paper which I gave you. Like it's you can put like 3 of them. You can put like 3 of them. One for the $50, one for 100, and one for 200. Depends on how much are you willing to lose. That's what you have to focus on. Only you lose. No, you can't expect income because you don't know. You don't even know.
Yes.
The market is about fear and greed. Fear will kill you, and greed will kill you too. If you manage the risk, then that's about the plan. Is I understood that to go with the plan. My plan is simple. And I'm pretty sure in my plan there will be something like take profit only $300 per day, and that will be the plan, and I will do that no matter what. Like if the drawdown on the funded account is 2K, okay, I accept that, so I can go for like 20 shots per day, and I will need to do that. It's my plan, it's my target, and I know it's about the certainty, but basically I spent so much time on those charts. Like last week, as I told you, I was even if I took the wins, I was so depressed because I was thinking like, oh, I don't know the direction still, and my brain was lying to me. I don't know direction. Like ICT is doing that. People, and I went to social media, and on social media, on Twitter and stuff like that, people were posting, oh, I took the 300 trade per like 20 accounts, and I won like 15K. You know how much it destroys your brain? It destroyed my brain totally, because I was thinking, oh, I'm making only 200 when like I don't know, 2 years ago I couldn't even make like $1. And right now I'm feeling regret to having $200. Like what the hell? And basically I sit for a whole week and I was backtesting. I'm crazy. I know I'm a little bit crazy, but I know I want to do that. I know what I'm going for. So I gain confidence again, and I know it's not good because it's some kind of emotional still. I know I have to struggle with emotions still, but I know I'm on the good road. I know that even if I struggle with emotion, I'm fighting with them. So how I can overcome them? I can overcome them by backtesting. I can overcome them by getting more experience as an expert have. Like sooner or later, I will do that, but I will stick to that.
Yeah,
and
that's really good.
I think because otherwise we're gonna like talk in a circle, I've written some things on here as a summary. Maybe you can look at these things first, So if you go to my live stream, look around 4 hours, then 1 hour. And it's easier to practice on a 1 hour, but try to do your trades on the 4-hour candle. And try to look for confluences. So next time when we are in a call, I'm going to ask you, so did you find any confluences? And delete all the nonsense. This is the difficult part, because this is in human nature. When we are a baby and then we become 5 and then 10, we create these behavioral things that our parents don't like, and sometimes it takes years to get them out of us. Sometimes through beating and slippers. And then start learning about risk management. Because without risk management, and Rafal is like he's keep repeating this, without risk management, there's not going to be profitability. It's just not going to happen. So look at this, and you guys can stay in the call. I have to go, unfortunately. But,
I've got to go as well. But thank you for your time.
No problem, mate. And for all the other ones who are also in the call, if you have questions, just write them down, in the Discord. And then the next time when we are in a session, we will discuss these matters. I mean, we don't want to waste your time just by, listening to stories. We want to educate, and we want to work practical, so we want to look at the
it was good listening in.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah. Thanks for giving me the time to chat.
No problem, guys. So I'm going to leave now. Guys, I wish you a good day, and hopefully to see you tomorrow, man. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye. Bye.